With Arne Slot at the helm as head coach and Richard Hughes leading strategic decisions in the sporting department, the Reds are at a crucial planning stage for the future. Despite doubts surrounding some key squad members, there's a clear intention to further strengthen the team, particularly in the attacking sector and the goalkeeper position. Although Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk have etched their names into the club's history by renewing their contracts until 2027, other star players are facing questions about their future at the club. Players like Ibrahima Konate, Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota, and Darwin Núñez are on the board's radar for potential adjustments or market moves. After all, modern football demands not only immediate results, but also meticulous long-term planning. In this regard, Liverpool remains firm in its pursuit of balancing established stars with promising young talents. One of the most intriguing chapters of this saga involves the goalkeeper position, traditionally dominated by Alisson Becker, a giant on European pitches. The Brazilian has undoubtedly been a key figure in Liverpool's recent Premier League triumph. His outstanding performances have sparked rumours of interest from Saudi Arabian clubs, but fortunately for Reds fans, it seems he isn't going anywhere, at least not anytime soon. Alisson, whose contract runs until 2027, is considered non-negotiable at the moment. He was described by James Pearce of The Athletic as someone who made a major contribution to the club's success, establishing himself as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. This statement brings relief to fans who understand how vital it is to have a reliable presence between the posts. However, it also raises interesting questions about the role of Georgi Mamardashvili, the club's new signing. Mamardashvili, a young Georgian talent who shone at Euro 2024, arrived at Liverpool amidst high expectations. The club invested £25 million initially, with the fee potentially rising to £29 million with add-ons to secure the 24-year-old's transfer. This amount reflects Liverpool's significant bet on him, viewing him as a natural heir for when Alisson eventually departs. But here lies the big dilemma. Is Mamardashvili willing to wait? The current scenario suggests the young goalkeeper has no intention of simply warming the bench. However, with Alisson still at the peak of his career and under contract for several more years, the path to becoming the starter will be long and challenging. Meanwhile, another key piece of the puzzle appears to be on the way out. Cowamin Kelleher, the loyal Irish backup, is expected to leave Anfield this summer. That opens the door for Mamardashvili to step in as the second-choice goalkeeper, something that was already speculated by goalkeeper coach Taffarel. But let's dive a little deeper into this story. Imagine yourself as a young goalkeeper, full of dreams and ambition, arriving at one of the biggest clubs in the world. You know there's a living legend named Alisson guarding the net. You also know that while it's an incredible opportunity to be there, your time as a starter may take a while to come. How would that feel? Frustrating? Or a thrilling challenge? For Mamardashvili, the answer likely lies somewhere in the middle. His competitive nature became clear in previous negotiations when he made it known that he wants to play regularly. This raises a fascinating question. Can Liverpool convince the young talent to accept a temporary backup role while learning from one of the best goalkeepers in recent history? Or will he seek other opportunities, perhaps a loan move, to gain playing experience before returning to the main squad? The coming weeks and months will be crucial in answering these questions. Meanwhile, Arne Slot and Richard Hughes are also focusing on the attack, an area where Liverpool is always seeking to evolve. Jonathan David and Hugo Ekitike are two names that have emerged as potential targets to bolster the front line. Both are versatile forwards, capable of offering different solutions during matches. The idea is to build an even stronger squad, one capable of competing on multiple fronts, from the Premier League to the Champions League. This strategy shows that Liverpool is not just thinking in the short term, but rather aiming to build a well-oiled machine for the coming years. Of course, that doesn't mean all current players will remain at the club. Ibrahima Konate, for example, is under contract until 2026 and could be an interesting piece on the market, depending on how his situation unfolds. Similarly, Luis Diaz, Diogo Jota, and Darwin Núñez may end up being sold if attractive offers come in. Speaking of Darwin Núñez, it's worth noting that his journey at Liverpool has been marked by ups and downs. When he arrived, he generated huge expectations, but he hasn't always lived up to them on the pitch. Will he get a fresh chance under Arne Slot's leadership? Or will the Dutch manager opt to give room to new talents? These questions remain unanswered for now. Back to the topic of goalkeepers, it's impossible not to highlight Alisson's importance to Liverpool's project. His unique style combines quick reflexes, flawless positioning, and skill with his feet, making him a true modern sweeper keeper. He's not just a shot stopper, he's a leader both on and off the field, capable of motivating teammates and positively influencing the locker room environment. It's no wonder his presence is seen as essential to maintaining the club's competitive level. On the other hand, Mamardashvili's arrival represents a bet on the future. He's known for his agility, composure when coming off his line, and ability to pull off spectacular saves. Moreover, his confident and determined attitude makes him a player who can grow quickly if given the right guidance. Under Taffarel's mentorship, he will certainly have everything he needs to reach his full potential. However, there's an interesting twist in this transition: the relationship between Mamardashvili and Kelleher. The Irishman, who stood by Alisson for years, was a model of professionalism and dedication. Even without playing frequently, he was always ready to step in when needed. Now, with his likely departure, a new chapter opens in Liverpool's goalkeeping history. Will Mamardashvili follow in Kelleher's footsteps, patiently accepting a secondary role? Or will he seek to write his own story, perhaps requesting a move in pursuit of regular minutes? Regardless of the path chosen, it's undeniable that Liverpool is building a squad full of interconnected individual stories. Each player has their own journey, dreams, and ambitions, and together they form a vibrant mosaic where each piece is vital to the whole. As the next transfer window approaches, the eyes of the world will be fixed on Anfield. Liverpool, as always, promises to surprise, whether with new signings, strategic contract renewals, or bold decisions. And at the centre of it all is the iconic figure of Alisson Becker, an undisputed legend, and the rising promise of Georgi Mamardashvili, a name that could define the club's next decade. In short, Liverpool is living through an exciting transitional moment where a glorious present coexists harmoniously with a promising future. All we fans can do is follow closely and hope all these pieces fit perfectly together, creating an even stronger and more competitive team. And as Liverpool plans for the future, a new controversy emerges. The club might demand £55 million for an out-of-form striker. Could this strategic sale help fund major reinforcements? Find out more by clicking the card beside and see how this decision could impact the Reds' plans. See you there.